All right, well, as you saw, we are grading, I guess. So trying to level out the humps we had back here on the back porch. We'll put some fill in here because we're gonna end up using this area as our staging area for all of our stuff. It's kind of dark. So we have some lumber there, our doors, the front and back doors. There's some lumber there, and then the makeshift tool bench that we had, workbench. So we're gonna move that out in the back, and that'll be storage. So I gotta get some fill, we'll put it out there, we'll flatten it out, and then we can move everything out, and then we can start filling inside of the house. So to get some stuff shuffled around, and then we can start bringing in a bunch of dirt. All right, well, we've been clearing inside here. We got most of the big stuff. We just got a small pile over there. Tina's gonna finish up moving some of this stuff out, and I'm gonna start bringing in fill. So we did the porch quick this morning, as you saw, for this reason, so we can stack all of our lumber out here, and then on the other side over there, that's where we'll put the workbench for now, because I'll stack some crusher run out there, and then right before we pour concrete, we can do that by hand with a small compactor, and it won't be too much of a chore. So I'm gonna go get some buckets of dirt and start getting to it. So hopefully we can make some progress tonight. We don't have to come up too much. Over here in that corner behind me is the tallest, and I think it's got to come up maybe 12 inches, 14 inches. So that's not to the top. That's as far as we're going right now. So we're going it's about 7 inches below the top of the piers, because then we have to add fill dirt, and then our concrete is going to cover the piers a little bit too. So they have to, the gap between the bottom of the house and the ground over there is far more than 12 inches, but we only got to come about 12 inches with fill dirt. So we'll get a bunch of fill and get the show on the road. we got a nice start. I got to keep going here with the skid steer, but was just checking things out with it. I'm not the best skid steer operator in the world, and this kind of chunky, some of this fill we got, so it's hard to scrape it perfectly flat, so I may have to come in here with a rake or whatever and flatten it a little bit, but it won't be that big of a deal. So got to bring it up a little bit more in the center. It's pretty good. I'm almost at my line over there. So when we use the other machine, when we use the compactor, we'll wet this in, so we'll spray it all down with water, and this will compact really nice. Be a good solid base. So keep working along, keep bringing in loads, and try to get it all in tonight. I'm probably not going to get the compactor done tonight, but if I can get all the fill in here, that would be nice. I just looked at my phone quick because I saw some dark clouds and it said no rain. And I thought, well, I got to tape the joints of the roof in the back on the porch. Let me jump up there and do it real quick. Well, I finished just in time, and now it's pouring out. What the heck? Well, at least I got them taped. Back to hauling some dirt, I guess. Can do that in the rain. we're back at it today. So it got rained out yesterday, as you saw, but this morning I came out here. I added some more fill to the house side, and then I just back drug it all so it's fairly flat. And now Tina's on the roller. She's compacting it all down. We'll get this layer compacted. Then we can go through and add more to any of the low spots. We'll take the laser. We'll see where we're at as far as height and where we need to be before we had our crusher run. So we kind of left it away from the sides a little bit. I'll walk over there. It's loud over there where she's at, so I'll walk over there and show you in a minute. Let me just explain it first. But because we have to add insulation underneath the grade board between the piers, that'll keep our slab insulated from the outside dirt. So if it's all right, we can take our small compactor and compact the edges later. But while she's on that, I'm taking the skid steer. I'm working on filling the garage, and then we'll flip-flop once she gets that one all compacted in. She'd come over here and I'll go back over there with the skid steer. So I'll walk over there, I'll show you what she's doing, I'll show you how it looks so far. She's gonna do it once, we'll wet it again, and then she'll go over it again, and we'll just keep going over it. It can't be compacted enough, because that's what's basically gonna keep our concrete from cracking. So that's also got a vibrate feature on it. So as she's driving over, it's vibrating too, which will pack everything in. This is real heavy, dense clay, so it's not gonna do too much, but it'll definitely do a little bit, because where she's driving now, you can feel the vibration way over on the side. So it'll kind of vibrate before she gets there. So I'm gonna set you guys up on time lapse, because I'm gonna try to get a few loads. We got limited time while the supervisor is taking her midday nap. So the more Tina can get done without her, the better it is. Well, looks pretty good.
We're higher up.
We are. We can almost get a feel of what it's going to look like to look out the windows. So, we'll wet this down with a hose, and then we'll give it time to soak in, and then we'll come back with a roller or the compactor. The baby has a book, construction book. And in it, it has one of those compactors, and it's called a road roller, and Tina calls it that, and now it's stuck in my head. So if I call it a roller, that's why. So we have some more in that low spot we'll have to add. We got to move that stuff out over there so we can get that side of the house, but it's coming along pretty well. The garage is taking a little bit more fill. We knew that going into it, that side was higher, but we'll get that done this afternoon. All the fill that we need. And then, like I said, we'll go over this one more time, and then we'll add more fill dirt to get it up to grade where we need it. And then we should get, in a day or two, I think, we should get our crusher run gravel that we're gonna put over the top of this, and we can get that installed as well and compacted, and we'll be on our way. That machine was more your style, huh?
It was fun driving it.
Terrible high five. That's what we're all about. It's nice and slow. There's less buttons. There's one button for vibrate and one joystick for forward. You don't have to worry about nothing else.
It does take some getting used to steering it, but...
Yeah, because it articulates in the middle. It's a little odd, but...
Becoming a professional.
Would you rather drive that or use our small compactor?
Obviously drive that.
I should
No comparison.
I should have made you use the small compactor first as your initiation.
I already have.
We have video proof, and it's not that. Oh, I guess you were doing it in the rain. There's video proof. Died at some point, but you can see we are full in the garage. It steps down quite a bit. It's a pretty big drop because I don't know if you guys can see out there. I'll try to zoom in on the computer when I edit, but we're running out of fill dirt. So I wanted to make sure we're good inside before we go to the outside. We're gonna need more. This was 8 truckloads, 8 10-wheeler loads full of dirt. So quite a bit. But in the house here, we had a couple low spots. So I put a little bit more, flattened it out to the door. You can see the gravel over on the other side. That's not gonna get any fill because it's at the level it needs to be. We'll just put a small layer of crusher run over the top, and that side will be good, and we'll pack that gravel in real nice. So I get this side packed in. I'm gonna move over to the garage, get that packed in. We'll see where we're at. And then, like I said, if this is all good, we'll use that extra fill for outside. But we'll pull out the laser, make sure that we're good within reason. We're gonna put crusher run over it. So if we're good with, if we're within a ½ an inch to an inch, the crusher run will fill in nice. It'll actually be easier to rake out and get any high spots out. Versus the filter is kind of chunky and clay, and it's a little bit harder. So we'll get this bad boy fired up and start rolling. All right, well, I realized I didn't show watering it in earlier, so all I'm doing is wetting everything down. It'll compress and compact a little bit better. I'm not trying to flood it out or get puddles anywhere. I know there is some low spots, but so I'll do this, I'll compact it one more time, and then I'll really soak it overnight. And then we can come back out in the morning and compact it one more time. And then we'll have to level it a little bit, but we're doing pretty good for the first step, I think. So our gravel should come later this week. I don't know what day. I got to reach out to the guys delivering, see when he can deliver. He was doing a couple other jobs this week, so. But I'll do this one more time, and then I have to run and get some fuel for the machines because we used about a tank of diesel in the skid steer between a little bit yesterday and today.